quite difficult. Of course, you can bring poison with that deck as well.
Yep, I think we're just about ready to get into our match. Round number 4, karry versus wenwenwen. Wen here.
Wen is on the top in the red and karry's in the blue on the bottom. So just an Ice Golem and a Musketeer so far here from karry. Just a Prince from wenwenwen. Doesn't reveal much, but with those Spear Goblins and the Bandit, it feels like it's going to be that Minor Prince.
Yeah, Minor Prince combo with a lot with the poison. There is that Barbarians. And just thinking that wenwenwen is going to be bringing that RG. Barbarians, a very good card to be ready against it.
Yeah, exactly. And the Miner here coming in. Good Mega Minion placement to help clean up that Miner relatively quickly. And it will, in fact, get in front of the Princess Tower to soak up those Spear Goblin shots as well. So well done there by karry on that. And a Furnace here from karry.
And a good poison in response immediately from wenwenwen to get that Furnace and some Princess Tower damage.
But both of those Fire Spirits connecting there because the Mega Minion tanked for them. And that is quite a bit of damage, actually more than a Lightning coming in there.
Yeah, with this Furnace, is it just going to be the Furnace with Miner? I don't think so. I think karry has something else in his mind.
Occasionally you see Royal Giant with this. It's not as common as some other things, but it could definitely be a Royal Giant there.
Yep. Along with another Miner coming down from wenwenwen. No further defense against that bottom Miner here. But a few more Musketeers, even a scratch from the Mega Minion going on top.
Yeah, that Musketeer getting some extra damage. No answer for the Fire Spirits again, so they connect with that 180 damage that they do. They do die to the poison there that time. And good Prince placement there to catch that Miner.
Of course, no Tornado. Oh, at least yet. Being seen, I don't think we're going to be seeing Tornado anyhow. There's that Bandit for the pocket dash possibility. Charge and the dash onto the Ice Golem.
Great placement of those units getting the Ice Golem. It's a balloon here at the end for karry. So the Inferno Tower is down, but it's locking onto the Barbarian. So that is going to be a dead Inferno Tower, but it does lock onto the balloon this time, so it will take it down.
Yeah, in the meantime, Miner has been doing damage this much, and then the death damage from the balloon doesn't get that Prince anyhow. And with some more Miner damage with the Snowball, I think karry does have this game in his hands.
Yep, the Barbarian's right on top of that Miner, so he will get no extra swipes in there.
Just making sure. You don't even need Barbarians against the Miner. But there's going to be the final shovel down to 10 seconds, and I don't think wenwenwen can do anything else.
Yeah, looks like karry will be taking game number 1 here. With this Balloon Miner deck, adding in the Barbarians just in case that we are seeing the Royal Giant from wenwenwen.
This is what he needed.
Do here. So we're going to get into game number 2. Let's see what changes these guys have made.
Still wenwenwen on top. No side changes. And here comes the Mortar.
Been waiting for that.
Is it Mortar Miner, Mortar Warthogs, or just the regular motorcycle with the Rascals?
Looks like Mortar Miner. And a Mega Minion and a Baby Dragon, so that will be no shots from the Mortar onto the Rascals as well. No shots onto the Princess Tower, but the Miner does get quite a bit of damage in the back there.
Basically maximum damage. Rascal Boy did get a nerf in the attack speed, but that doesn't really matter because the Boy doesn't really attack into it. It's about the girls that takes care of all the air units most likely.
Yeah, the Skeletons come down there. Well able to handle that Barbarian from the barrel. A Miner from wenwenwen this time on the bottom left-hand corner, and it will... He's trying to knock it into it. He does activate the King Tower.
That's the dangerous part about placing your Miner all the way in the back, especially when there's that snowball. And wenwenwen should have had a pretty good idea with that motorcycle that there was going to be a snowball to push that Miner back.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little surprised by that placement myself. I'm like, well, this is Mortar. He's probably got snowball, and you can't activate that King Tower. So now things have gotten even more difficult. Now the Lava Hound is coming up here, and he will be... We'll see exactly what we're going to find on the back end of this.
No drag with that Mortar at all, as karry just waiting for that perfect chance. There's that Minion Horde that has been coming out a lot with the deck.
Yep, and the Pups pretty well dealt with here with a little help from the Rascal Girls, but now we've got a pretty healthy Baby Drag coming in. He's going to get some belches. In the meantime, you've got the Miner up on the top doing some decent damage as well.
So for wenwenwen, he's locked out from the maximum Miner damage. It does less than half damage with the King Tower activated now, and it's going to be a lot of harder of a time. especially when that minion horde is taking out all the baby dragons and the mega minions together.
Right, and the Mega Minion does connect onto the mortar here. The Bat's not enough to clean it up because of the baby dragon, so a miner coming in here, but good Rascal placement and Skeletons trying to predict no matter where that miner ended up, they'd be able to catch it.
But still not bad of a poison, and the baby dragon still connects some shots, so that's what matters a lot. And Minion Horde does survive with a lot of, actually all 6 of them does survive for the time being.
Trying to tank up for that Minion Horde, but it's not quite enough. The baby dragon gets down in time. The guard's able to soak up some damage as well. And this miner has locked on with this poison. The mortar comes down. It is just out. It isn't poison. It is getting poisoned.
Poison, I think.
That's a bit of a misplacement.
I think it did get 1 shot into the tower, so that's not as bad. But still, wenwenwen being able to do a lot more with that miner. A pocket attack onto the left. I don't think that matters as much with that barrel now.
Yeah, okay, here comes the push with the Lava Hound on the top right. Big push on the top left, though, as well. Bats having to come down here on the bottom.
Yeah, but the baby dragon to get those minions out. The perfect defense coming out from wenwenwen. He's off to that final finish with that miner now with the poison and the lava locked onto it. I think wenwenwen actually got this.
Does. Turns it around, wins game number 2. We're going to the deciding game number 3 here between these 2 players.
And
well done.
After that, it seems okay, though. I believe we are already 1-1 tied. It's going to be the final game to decide the winner between the 2.
Just a snowball to cycle here, and another miner from wenwenwen this time. Prince comes down, and good placement with that Prince.
Yeah, just in case there's that tornado on the other side. That's a good baiting spot there.
Guards will deal with the Prince here in the Mega Minion as well, swiping in there. So Spear Goblin, so definitely feels like karry wants to go into that Miner Prince.
With the Bandit, and very likely with that Poison Miner, along with that Prince Bandit. And wenwenwen, maybe another switch into the Lava. I think that's very likely with that Lava Miner is a good possibility here again.
Yeah, it looks like that could be the case. The Bats come down, quickly deal with that Miner. A Prince placed here, and now there's a Tombstone as well. So definitely,
yeah,
more
actually charges away from the range of the baby dragons, and the Bats are deleted. Takes a few more shots away from the baby dragon. I think karry wanted to get that baby dragon a little bit more damaged with the Bats.
Yep, and now, good snowball there. Does get taken down by the Mega Minion, so the Bandit is no more.
Yeah, some elixir difference because of that, because of the baby dragon just deleting the Bats. So karry has to really take it slow this time and see how the build-up is going to happen.
All right. A miner here trying to predict where wenwenwen's miner is going to be, but it was on the bottom left-hand corner there.
Doesn't have the snowball in his hand to activate the King Tower. So quite getting unlucky with that prediction. And Tombstone Skeletons are going to buy a lot of time.
Yep, and there is that Lava Hound indeed. Bandit placed in the opposite lane here to try to force some resources over there. Snowball on top of it. Barbarian Barrel used to clean up the Spear Goblins. But there is this Lava Hound coming. Of course, the Inferno Tower is available, and it does lock on to that Lava Hound.
And the defensive poison from karry here to get all the pups and the Mega Minion plus the Baby Dragon on the back. Even the Miner defended okay with the Spear Dragons here, but still locks onto the tower in the middle of that.
Yeah, 2 belches from the Baby Dragon there, and that does a decent amount of damage. He's having to use the snowball to back off some of these units, and that causes a little bit of problems here for karry.
And these small skeletons will actually delay somewhat. Is it going to be it does lock onto the lava first, but that's a miner plus the poison attacking onto that Inferno now.
Yep, here comes the defensive poison as well. Some units in front here to soak up some of the damage. So the poison doing the majority of the damage in that attack. And this Prince has no chance against this many skeletons.
Yeah, the problem is that the Bandit Prince, they just become dummies against those skeletons and guards. And they cannot really go directly into the tower. And right after the guards, good read onto the placement, but the skeletons will delay.
Yeah, and there are the guards once again, and now you've got a Mega Minion in front of the Lava Hound this time, going to tank that initial Inferno Tower damage. Bats placed here, the Miner in the back to get a little extra damage with that poison as well. The Snowball's available to knock the pups back, but there's some pretty significant damage coming
Yeah,
from the
but
minor
still
poison.
taking damage from the poison. I think over time that's going to be the issue, as karry is still trying some dashes or charges onto the left with Bandit or Prince, but it's never connecting because there's a guard and the skeletons from the tombstone, so that's going to be another trouble there. So placing the Inferno way to front, trying to dodge the poison, but that's going to hurt him even more.
Yep, this time good placement with those Spear Goblins and the Prince to ensure that the Prince doesn't get any hit, or the Miner doesn't get any hits on the bottom right. And here comes the Barbarian Barrel to help deal with this Prince along with a Mega Minion. So nothing getting through on that attack here for karry. The Miner comes up in the back though, but the guard's there to quickly deal with it.
Few shovels connecting with it, but as long as karry cannot get through the offensive ground unit, wenwenwen is going to be okay with that poison. Next poison is going to finish the game, just have to defend against this miner now.
Yep, alright, the guards will be here as well to help with this. They get pushed off. A baby dragon forced to be used to make sure those bats don't get in on the tower with the Prince.
Tower does not connect. We heard the whistle, but no further damage connecting. That's going to be wenwenwen taking another victory against karry with that 2-1 score. And the poison certainly working out for him.
Yeah, really well done here by wenwenwen. Very skilled at using this.